Welcome everybody back to Tracklandia. We've got the UAC Mile happening this evening, and it is a nice little tune-up for the World Championships down in Eugene, taking place on July 15th. So here, the Portland faithful gets to see Jess Hull go after the Australian record in the mile, record of 4:21:38, currently held by Lyndon Hall. And welcome to all of our Australian friends. We know it's about lunchtime down under right now, so we're coming to you from Portland and your sister city. Jess Hull is currently warming up around the track, and we have a good field assembled here this evening. Her teammate Constance Klosterhoffen is in this as well. And Sinclair Johnson is in this field, who she will be leading Jess Hull through about 800 meters. Carolyn Austin is in this from Team Idaho Afoot. Eleanor Fulton is towing the line, and she's got pacing duties this evening through roughly 1,200 meters, but she may hang on after that, so we'll keep an eye on that. Teresa Haley, Portland local, is in this as well. She's got a mile best of 4:50, and she runs for Oiselle Voiles. And Kaya Robertson is in this, Franklin High School in Portland, Oregon. She's a 4:24 1,500 meter runner and a 4:44 miler. Teresa Haley has run about 4:50 in the mile, so a good opportunity to duck under PRs for the women here. We're at Jesuit High School. This is the site that many of you know from the first big friendly that happened in 2020. Most famous, I'd say, for Donovan Brazier's 3:35 1,500. He ran that with a 52-second last lap. And last year, about this time, I think a little later into the summer, we saw the Centro Mile occur here at Jesuit High School. That mile saw Matt Centrowitz gunning for the American record of 3:46.91. And getting out hard, he came up just shy, about 3:49 there in that attempt. But we'll see what's in store this evening with Jess Hull towing the line. And this is a great team attempt here. The Union Athletics Club, the pride of Portland, Oregon. To many before, known as Pete's Dragons. Coach Pete Julian, the head man of the club. He's walking around the field right now. Crossed arms. The wind looks good. We'll check the temperature for you. It can get a little breezy in this facility, but right now we can't see any leaves shaking on the trees. It's 70 degrees here. So athletes shaking it out right now. The gun time for this race will go off at 7 p.m. And the time that Jess Hull is shooting for is 4:21:38. And this is providing a good tune-up for the World Championships, where she'll face some heavy racing among the world's best, no doubt, in the 1,500 and 5,000 meters there. The first round of the 1,500 takes place on July 15th. So about 2 weeks away from right now. And this is Jess Hull's last hard effort before she toes the line down in Eugene. She knows Eugene well too, former Oregon Duck, national champion for the Ducks in the 1,500 meters. She is currently taking a stride down the back straight. And it's a good field here today. Eleanor Fulton, who is charged with the pacing duties, as I said earlier, is in stellar shape. She ran the 5,000 meter final recently at the U.S. Championships and the 1,500 meter semi, but at the Portland Track Festival, she ran a lifetime best of 4:04:26 in the 1,500 meters. And a proud Portlander. She placed second in that race. That race, of course, won by Carissa Schweitzer of the Bowerman Track Club. And we have 5 minutes to go time here. Portlanders are filing in to Cronin Field here at Jesuit High School. Jesuit High School also the site of many personal bests set by the Bowerman Track Club during the pandemic, the 2020 year. They ran their inter-squad meets here. .6:56, the current time on the clock right now, so 4 minutes to go time. And we're going to be running dual announcing here. So currently we are just on the broadcast mic, but we're going to switch to also being in stadium too. So you might get some redundant information. But we're proud to bring you this attempt here, and it's a fun thing to do, that we have these opportunities here in the Landia in Portland, Oregon. We don't get that opportunity many other places because we have two of the best teams on the planet stationed here. The Union Athletics Club being one of them in their royal blue singlets, Bowerman Track Club the other. For those just joining us, welcome to Jesuit High School, to the UAC Mile, hosted by Union Athletics Club. It's going to be an evening of fast running tonight, a short one. We've got one race here, the Women's Mile, and some very elite competitors in this race. In the field this evening, we have Constance Klosterhoffen of the Union Athletics Club. She'll be towing the line, and she is a German athlete, holder of 10 national records. The Union Athletics Club, of course, calling Portland, Oregon home, but many international athletes on the squad, adopted by the Portland faithful. Sinclair Johnson is in this race. She will be pacing her teammate. Sinclair, the recent U.S. national champion in the 1,500 meters, bringing that home to Portland, Oregon for us. Also in the field, we have Carolyn Austin of Idaho afoot, and better known as a steeplechaser, but also an accomplished 1,500 meter runner. She's run 4:26 in the 1,500, 4:48 in the mile. Teresa Haley is in the field, a Portlander herself from Oiselle-Voiles, 4:30.34 for the 1,500 and 4:50 for the mile. Kaya Robertson, a high schooler in the field, recent graduate of Franklin High School, should be going to Boise State next year, a 4:44 miler. And of course, we have the woman of the hour, Jess Hull, towing the line. She currently holds 6 Australian national records, and tonight, if she can run under 4:21.38, she will have lucky number 7. And the women await their instruction right now. And they're off. Jess Hull out hard in the inside lane, and Sinclair Johnson jumps to the front. Eleanor Fulton right behind her. So currently it is Sinclair Johnson, Eleanor Fulton, Jessica Hull, Constance Klosterhoffen. The 3 Union Athletics Club athletes up front with Eleanor Fulton in second there. The Portland local. And they're targeting 65-second laps for 440. And that would be 420 for the mile. The record that Jessica Hull is targeting, 421.38. Carolyn Austin currently in 5th place. Teresa Haley and Kaya Robertson running side by side. And here they come up to the lap. And it is a very good pace so far, 63 seconds roughly. So that is 4:12 pace. We said that the Australian record 4:21.38. The American soil record, fastest time on American soil, 4:20, held by Svetlana Masterkova, the former world record holder in the mile. And that was run in 1998, 24 years ago. Indoors, the American soil record a little faster, 4:16.85, run by Eleanor L. St. Pierre. And it's still Sinclair Johnson out front here, Eleanor Fulton, and then Jess Hull in third, Constance Klosterhoffen behind her. About 2:08 through 8:80. So they're on 4:16 pace there. Sinclair Johnson looking to go 1,000 meters here. The 3 have pulled away, made some separation. Johnson, Fulton, Hull. About 2:40 through the K as Sinclair Johnson steps off. Some fantastic work done for her teammate Jessica Hull, and now Eleanor Fulton leads Jess Hull. Fulton out front, approaching 13:20. About 3:13. 3:13. So she needs a 68-second lap to get under the record. That is very doable. We'll see what she has left in the tank. Fulton hanging on, too. The record is 4:21.38. Hull driving down the back straight. Fulton in tow. 200 meters left. Let's make some noise. Let her hear it. Under 200 meters remaining. Jess Hull powering with everything she has. They cross 1,500 meters at about 4:03. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your eyes on the clock, but make as much noise as you can. .419.81 unofficially. We'll see what the clock says when it gives us the official result. But that is a new national record for Jess Hull. She now owns 7 Australian national records. 419.89. First Australian woman under 420 in the mile. And everybody who turned up just witnessed some history tonight, but let's cheer in the rest of our competitors here. Teresa Haley coming to the line. And then Carolyn Austin crosses. Kaya Robertson coming in. For Australia and for Portland, Jess Hull, 4:19.89, new national record. Another one to add to her book. And we will check the results of the 1500 en route to see what the time was. But that may have been a new personal record for Eleanor Fulton as well at 1500 meters. It's lunchtime down in Australia right now, but we think it's okay for him to crack a few beverages early. A new national record for him. And also the fastest time outdoors ever run on American soil. The last lap for Jess Hull in that race, a 65.6. In a fantastic tune-up for the World Championships that will take place later this month, starting July 15th. So if you don't have tickets for those, you can get down to Eugene. And also, be sure to come out here next Friday, this coming Friday, for the Stumptown Twilight, where you'll see many of Jess Hull's teammates out defending Portland, the Union Athletics Club. Victory lap here for Jess Hull, and a great evening at Jesuit High School. So Jess Hull adding another record to her already loaded trophy chest here. And we know that the Union Athletics Club values championship races and high results there, wins above everything else. This is a fantastic tune-up for the World Championships, though. And similar to what we saw last year with Matt Centrowitz running 3:49, getting ready for the Olympics. And these kinds of events are amazing to have here for the Portland community. One of the biggest track supporting communities, certainly in the United States. And rightfully so, with the kind of talent on the teams that we have here. I'm sure Jessica will have plenty of autographs to sign later. But right now, 4:19.89 added to her already stacked resume. Her previous best, 4:24.93 in the mile. So taking 5 seconds off of that time. Her 1,500 meter national record, 3:58.81. 5,000 meters, 14:43.8. And 3,000 meters outdoor as well, running 8:36.03. So she's also the owner of the 1,500 mile and 3,000 meter Australian indoor records. But now the attention turns to racing the world down in Eugene and seeing if she can achieve a medal, either gold, silver, or bronze, for Australia, for her community of Albion Park and Wollongong, and for Portland, Oregon, their sister city up here. And we thank you all for tuning in on this great evening. Perfect evening for running here. It never rains in Portland, Oregon. Always sunny, as you know. But that's it. It's a short one tonight. So we're going to duck out pretty soon. But here you can see Sinclair Johnson, the U.S. national champion of 1,500 meters, and her training partner, Jess Hull, there. And they're each going to see if they can get into the medals. There's their coach, Pete Julian, ecstatic tonight. But Sinclair Johnson, an emerging star at 1,500 meters. She's got a real shot, as does Jess Hull, in achieving that podium at the World Championships. Sinclair closing in a ridiculous 43 seconds to run 4:03 for the 1,500 meters at the U.S. National Championships. And here we get the three teammates in on a photo. And you'll be seeing this one up on the gram later, I'm sure. So we got the whole squad. Coach Sonia O'Sullivan there as well. Michael Bergman, Dave McHenry, Pete Julian. And the photographers are loving it. And there's a fantastic team culture in the Union Athletics Club, and this is a gigantic win for them as well, adding a ridiculous amount of national records to their books, and then they're going to get some hardware too at the World Championships. They've got Raven Rogers competing in the 800 meters for Team USA. Donovan Brazier competing in the 800 meters for Team USA. Of course, Jess Hull running the 1,500 and 5,000. You got Constance Klosterhalfen that'll be competing as well. Sinclair Johnson in the 1,500 meters. So Portland delivering a squad to the national championships down in Eugene, just down the road. And practically a hometown race here. But fantastic results this evening. And thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget, we're going to have the Stumptown Twilight coming to you live this coming Friday evening. Check Trackland.com and PortlandTrack.com for more details on that race. But once again, thank you for tuning in. You just witnessed a national record, 4:19.89 in the mile. Congratulations, Jess Hull. And from all of us here in Tracklandia, good night and enjoy your afternoon down in Australia. We're going to hit the Taco Bell up here.